Quick disclaimer, all of this info should have, for all intents and purposes, written before it. This is because the very idea of software is that you can pretty much do anything in any way you can think, given that you have enough time, enough willpower, and you're willing to build things from scratch. For example, if you wanted to make an extension with a Raspberry Pi on a model railway set which transferred data via FM radio to your computer with a background process which monitored for these signals and decoded it into C++, which then sent instructions to the computer to run a specific process on your browser, all the power to you. But it's just that it would take a very long time, would be very painful to implement, and would be supplanted by something much easier. A Chrome extension is very simple, even for a complete computer speak layman. And I mean that in every way possible. It's a file on your device which sends instructions to Chrome to do something, written in JavaScript and CSS. So if you wanted to change the color of something on a website, when I went on that website, I could write an instruction on a file to turn this thing red whenever I open that website, and Chrome will listen to my file and do as I ask. How does that find the file in the first place? And we need a JSON file.
Shut up.
This should be called manifest.json. And if you make multiple extensions, it'll always be called this and pretty much have the same content inside it. JSON and the script file will be in a folder, and this folder is your quote-unquote extension. What you're going to want to do is open your code editor with JSON and the script open. I've already made the JSON, but let's make a script folder. And let's put it in our folder test extension here, which is going to have manifest.json and content.js, and that's all you need. So for JSON should be written like this: name, version, and description to your heart's content, whatever you want to call it. But content scripts is what's important here. Matches is going to be which websites it runs on. So I'm set it here to run on any HTTPS website or any HTTP website. JS then represents the script we're actually going to run on that thing. Save JSON. We don't want to touch him anymore. The JS file should be what you actually want it to do. This is just plain JavaScript, and will be executed like any other code when you go to the website. So I don't know what you want to write, but I'm going to write document.body.style.border equals 5 pixels solid red, meaning the border of your browser window. And I'm making it 5 pixels wide, solid red. Now we have a completed JSON and a completed content.js inside this nice folder called test extension, or whatever your extension is called. Now you want to go to Google Chrome and you want to open up your extensions. And if developer mode isn't on in this top corner, you're going to want to turn it on. Then we want to click load unpacked. In your file browser, find your test extension and select. So now we've got the file extension, make sure it's on, and then let's just go to a random website to see if it works. So I've got this website that is conveniently on the social media ban that's happening in a couple days, and it hasn't been reloaded, so there's no border that's red. If we refresh this though, my extension should kick in. And what do you know? Now there's a red border around the thing. So no need to change JSON unless you only want it to operate on specific websites, which you change the matches a bit to whatever you want. Then you write what you want to occur in the content.js file. Thanks for watching. Go forth and make programs to do things in your browser.